This is our moment. This is our time to put our people back to work and open doors of opportunity for our kids, to restore prosperity and promote the cause of peace, to reclaim the American dream and reaffirm that fundamental truth that out of many we are one, that while we breathe, we hope, and where we are met with cynicism and doubt and those who tell us that we can't, we will respond with that timeless creed that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless you. And may God bless the United States of America.
Okay, so welcome back to another video. But as you can see by the title and also as what you're seeing on screen, it's a completely different video. Welcome back to the minimum wage series. And today I'm going to be discussing all that's been going on in recent times and just America overall over the years on how prices, rent, etc. keeps rising, but the wage is the same. So I want to know what happened. Like what caused all of this to happen? Mainly, I know a lot of people talk about rent, but rent, the only thing I could really find from these news stations and news articles is just that the landlord does it. The landlord has that right to do that. It's nothing about the cost of the upkeep or like the tenants are bad or any of that. It's just that the landlords literally have their own choice of doing that, and they do it, and it's kind of cruel. And unfortunately, I'm not saying it's bad that people are moving to, my state, Texas, which is, known as a low cost, living state. But even then, rent in my city alone in Houston, has raised by 27%. And it's like, that's insane. 27%, I believe, in the past year. I'm going to try to find that article and post it here. But regardless of that, I just want to go to the world today. Gas prices. Lord. For those of you who drive a car, all y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And I don't even want to jump into rent because that's going to be a different topic. But the wage. What can I say about the wage? $7.25 is still the minimum, even though most jobs pay above that. But come on, like most entry-level jobs, they pay like a couple cents more, possibly $1 more. But still, even then, it's not enough to upkeep with like what's going on in the today's world. And it's very difficult. And it frustrates me when literally people have to come together in one household just to make the rent pass. And we can sit and argue all day about, these people should go get an education and blah, 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 blah. And how, these starter jobs are not meant to be a job forever. Okay, cool. But what I'm going to post right here is the definition of minimum wage. Well, the purpose of minimum wage. And tell me if that's supposed to say, oh, this means that you're supposed to get a higher education to get a better job. Because, even then, everybody goes through their own trials and tribulations. We can't sit here and deny that. We can't act like everybody's life is as pitch perfect and can be able to do what others do when that's not the truth. And yes, if you work hard enough, you can blah, 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 blah. Okay, yes, there's many success stories. But what about the stories that don't get talked about? The failure stories, such as like athletes just like couldn't go to the league because they tore in ACL and they got a big injury, so they couldn't go off into the league, which is going to bring me to my next topic, which is the pay versus the current living situation / numbers and blah 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 blah. But we're gonna just go ahead and dive straight into that. And the pay is just, as I said, is not great. Even making $15 an hour, that's gotta be a joke. Even making 15 is not enough to live comfortably. If you want to stay in Section 8, duh, like that's cool. But come on, if we're gonna be honest, the crime rates, yes, are worse in certain zip codes. That's placed in certain areas with certain housings rather than the better areas. So we're not even gonna start that conversation. And I think even making about like $24 an hour, 25, it's still like that's cool money from what I was told, but it's still like is not that much of an amount as people be thinking it is. Like people must think if you're making $25 an hour, you're making about $6K a month. And that's literally like after all taxes are taken, but that's not the truth. And it's sad how people can't live comfortably with today's minimum wage. I don't suppose that you rake the prices up to, let's say to like $15 to $20 an hour, okay? Because the minimum wage then is like, it's going to be out of place. People always talking about, oh yeah, the price is going to skyrocket, blah, 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 blah. Well, motherfucker, what the fuck have you think has been happening since 2000, really? Or since, what the fuck was it? Since the 90s, I think, or something like that. But it's like, the prices slowly got up. And there's even a video out there. I forgot the name of the video, but if I find it, I will link it in the description below. And it talks about how literally some food companies have been going smaller with the packaging and still selling it for the same price, or sometimes even a few cents higher. By a few cents, I mean like 10, 20 cents. And God forbid, 10, 20 cents isn't much. But I bet you if gas jumped up 10, 20 cents, you'll be fucking crying right now. So shut the fuck up. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and let this little video play right here while I go take a drink of water.
I am so sick of these fucking boomer chuckle fucks just spouting from the sidelines. Well, if you don't like how much you're getting paid, why'd you get another fucking job? Listen here, shit for brains, and listen good. According to a report published by the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics from September 1972, the average union construction worker in New York was making approximately $8.50 an hour minus $2.63 for union dues, or approximately $6 an hour after union dues. Hold on to that fucking number. So, if I was making in 1972 approximately $6 an hour, then how much would that be in 2021 dollars? I'll let the millennials just take a guess. Just take a random guess, and I fucking guarantee you'll be wrong. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. $39.37 a fucking hour. Now you show me.
Yeah, sorry I had to cut that short, but I'm gonna be jumping back to that video. But that's kind of crazy, right? Right. Anyways, so we're going on to the education system / even with the degree, it's hard to get a job. Everybody knows about that. Everybody heard the stories. Percentages even back that up. I'm deciding if I want to add all of that into this video, because I'm telling y'all right now, it's a lot of work. It really is. This video has a lot of work to it. But the education system, I feel like failed us because it's not really anything useful being taught until you get to about high school. And even then, I want to say like the last 3 years, or even at times the last 2 years, you start to actually like get into it's not social skill workers, but more so like skill positions needed to help thrive society, which are good position jobs such as welder, electrician, plumbing, yada yada yada. But then you got your jobs that people want to be social workers a lot of the times, but they don't even pay well. And you go to college, you get all of this debt, yada yada yada, builds up, hard to pay off. And you would think making $50K a year was like smooth, comfortable living. Dog, was I wrong? You would need, I want to say, about $80K a year to live like that comfortable life. You got your bills on auto pay. I'm talking like nothing could really like knock you off your feet type thing. So moving on, the amount of upper jobs aren't enough. So now what I mean by that is like those top jobs that people always talk about, that's really good paying. And, if you want to do better than just working at a entry level job, you go and get those jobs. Those jobs can consist from, from doctors to lawyers and yada, yada, yada. But even then, just take a look at the public fucking defenders, bro. take a look at the depth that doctors go through, the amount of school, stress, yada yada. And even then, the top doctors are the ones that's making that real bankroll. And it's very unfortunate that you have to go through that process and probably get a job that you're not even passionate about. But sometimes that kids are forced to learn and get because that's what their parents want, because they know that it's a guaranteed great pay of a job. And even then, it's still not enough upper jobs. So if everybody magically just went up and got a better job instead of working at these retails, these fast foods, you freaking name it. You freaking name it. It's just not enough jobs to supply all of those quote unquote adults, since these entry level jobs are for quote unquote teenagers. I guarantee you not everybody's going to have a spot in this country to be working those upper jobs that I just recently described. Now we're going to move on to the next topic. Politicians being bought out. Come on, man. We see it all the time. We see these corporations get away with, such as like tax cuts, getting away with like fucking over the people, to be exact, the working class people. And it's fucking disgusting on how they could get away with this. And even if you complain to the politicians, motherfucker, what can you do besides, my family, my kids, my car, bro? These motherfuckers don't give a fuck because they're eating good, they're getting paid good, and they don't give a shit about you. They just give a shit about the fucking checks. They're getting in a power that they fucking have over you. So I'm not saying it's hopeless, but we're gonna need a revolution soon, bro, whether people like that shit or not. Then we're moving on to capitalism. As much people say capitalism is a bad thing, I don't think so, but it's fucked up when it's not regulated. And that's what we're looking at right now as a business country, is that capitalism is not regulated. So people are getting fucked over dearly. Wait, hold on. I'm going to finish the rest of this video for y'all. Hold on, give me a second.
Average fucking construction worker, union or not, making anywhere near this in 2021. I will give you my left fucking nut if you can do it. But it gets worse. So, worse, right? Yeah. 1972, $6 times 2,087 average working hours in a year is $12,500. Can you guess how much that is in a year? If you said 82 fucking grand, I wouldn't have fucking believed you. But that's what it is. 82 grand American. In 1972, I can't even fucking conceive what 82 grand fucking looks like. And this is what the average construction worker, the average, was making in New York. 50 fucking years of fucking bullshit self-serving policy has led to a generation making 500% less than you. 500%. And it's not even the fucking boomers. This shit has been going on for 50 fucking years. If you made 100 grand in the year 2000, then in 2021, you'd have to be making $160,000 to make the same amount of money as someone making 100 grand in 2000. We have to make 60 grand more just to be considered upper middle class. So when you tell a millennial that they don't work hard enough or that they're not making enough money and it's their fault, fucking look at this and remember that you fucked up and ruined and dragged into the mud an entire generation's economy for your self-serving interests. So, in short, get bent.
All right, and we're back. So yeah, man, that's that video is nuts. Like that, the wage is literally obviously not being kept up, so it's hard for the cost, for people to keep up the cost of living. And I've already explained in my recent videos, like if you want to live a good life, a comfortable life, working minimum wage, you're gonna need about 2 jobs, maybe 3, or possibly living with someone else who has those same jobs as you. Even then, they're gonna have to be working at least 2 jobs, because one person, because I've worked at McDonald's and all that shit, and I was working 40 hours a week. My checks were only coming out to about like $5.40, bro. So 540 times 2, that's still not enough, bro. It's still not enough. It's so sick how they do this, bro. Oh, also, I was making 540, working 40 hours a week at McDonald's, making 825, or I believe 850. So just imagine 725. Just imagine it. And just to wrap this capitalism shit up, bro, like I said, it's just like, it's not fucking regulated. So the working class mostly gets fucked over. I don't give a fuck what anybody fucking says. The working class always gets fucked over the most. We get no fucking benefits, we get no fucking shortcuts, and we get no fucking assistance. So cry to your fucking mama about it. Fuck these politicians. Fuck these big corporations, and sort of fuck capitalism. But other than that, thank you for staying through this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that, you know, little shit. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, Breezy boys. And this is Elijah Breeze, signing out.